There we go. Welcome back to Celadon Challenge, episode 2. Hello, everyone. I have some excellent friends here with me again. Hello, everyone. It feels like it's been forever, but we are back with more questions, more trivia. Let's see how these lovely people do. Hello, everyone. Oh gosh, I am so excited and stressed out. We had a lot more technical difficulties than the first episode had. I guess that's what you get for only running this once a month, but it's fine now.
We've come out stronger and more well-rounded on the other side. We did some soul searching, so yeah, we're better now.
Extra XP.
Yes, yes, exactly. That's how it goes. Yes. Now I kind of wish I had more time to actually talk with people because I haven't been streaming in a while, but that needs to wait for another day because we have Pokemon trivia to discuss. Let's start with introductions, starting with Caster.
Alright everybody, I am your androgynous AI game show host from the future, Caster, tabletop RPG designer, voice actor, and general internet ne'er-do-well. I love Pokemon. I'm not necessarily good at playing Pokemon competitively, but I am here to show my knowledge and my big brain.
Yes, excellent. How about Alcor?
Hello, I'm Alcor, aka Alcor Channel, and I like to draw and collect Pokemon. So like Mario, I have a sizable collection of Pokemon plushies and figures and other merch, and I've recently started getting back into the trading cards too. I'm also one of the coaches and team builders of Fluffy Barrage, the VTuber Pokemon tournament, so nice to meet all of you.
Yes, Caster and Alcor are both my Fluffy Barrage friends, and then the third one from the different side of the VTuber world, Mojo.
Hello, I am SirrMojo. I am the leader of the Komori Adventure Guild. Adventuring is a lot harder than it looks. I've played a Pokemon game or two, and I'm a big fan of the spooky stuff. And I used to have a Pokemon talk show, which Mario was on.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. So, I think you all saw the first episode, but in case anyone in the audience is new, the rules are pretty simple. There will be 5 different sections plus a bonus section. Most of the sections have 5 questions that are worth 1 point each, but there's a couple of special ones as well mixed in. And in most sections, the quickest player to buzz in gets to answer first. And so yeah, be quick. And you're always free to buzz in as soon as I start reading the questions. So I mean, if you're too hasty, then that is your own risk. But you can do that. And yeah, I need to reset your buzzers. There we go. And I think we are ready to get started with the first category. That is, like last time, who's that Pokemon?
A classic.
Yes, we are guessing which Pokemon we are talking about, and this time we are recognizing Pokemon by their body parts. So there's only a small bit of the Pokemon on screen, and you need to know who it belongs to. And yeah, 5 questions in total, and as soon as you see the thing, feel free to buzz in.
I'm so ready.
I don't know.
Hand on keyboard.
Yeah, I wonder what the difficulty level actually is. This might be way too easy or way too difficult, but let's see.
A warm-up round. It's fine.
Let's see how this goes. So, the first Pokemon part is here. That was Caster was first.
That is Dedenne.
That is indeed Dedenne. That was way too simple. There we go.
You gotta start off simple.
Very good. That is 1 point for Caster. There we go. And resetting the buzzers. Let's move on to the next one. Now I wonder if this one's too easy too, but well, we'll find out. The second Pokemon to recognize is here.
Oh.
That was Alcor first.
Yeah.
Is it Natu?
That is Natsu. Okay, I may have made these
Yay!
too simple.
Hey, I'm all for getting points on the board.
There we go. So 1 point for Alcor for that. There we go. Let's see if any of these are too difficult for you. Well, if not, then that just means you know a lot, so that's not a bad thing. All right, the third one is here. caster.
This is Komoe.
It is. I was honestly thinking I should just include like one scale. I don't know.
So
that-
I was like, oh no, which one is it? And do I remember
Yeah,
the
I
names
was
of
trying to
each
figure that
individual
out.
one?
Like, what is that? Which
yeah,
one is it?
I should have just put in one scale. That would have been funnier. But I was like, maybe I should at least give you the whole, like, the end of the tail. But yeah, that's a second point for caster. There we go. Resetting buzzers again. Pokemon number 4 is here.
Oh,
That was, I think, caster first again.
I
Alright.
think it was caster too.
Is it Bounsweet?
No, it's not. Alcor?
Is it Victory Bell?
Yep, that's Victory Bell.
Oh.
Very good.
It's the leaf.
Yeah, it's really hard to find Gen 1 Pokemon that would have like separate parts that would not be too obvious, or sometimes they're just like one blob that you can't really separate any parts.
Mm. They are almost all iconic still.
Yeah, well, that's a second point for Alcor, and there's one more that I thought this was funny. Let's see how you do with this one. Pokemon number 5 to recognize is here. Oh, Alcor has a guess?
Is it Jirachi?
There we go! I
my
was
God.
really hoping it
Oh.
would be more difficult!
Bravo!
Like, I was fully prepared to say that, like, give a hint, like, yeah, there's 3 of these, or something like that, but Alcor knew.
I'm sorry,
Oh.
there's a Jirachi on my desk.
Oh, nice.
I was like fiddling with it earlier, so I was like,
Oh, lucky. I guess having a Pokemon collection just like in sight does help.
I'm sorry. I have a lot of references all around me.
That's so
Amazing.
good. You gotta do anything to win in this kind of game. You gotta be hustling.
You're right, you're right.
Well, that is one more point for Alcor. Nice. That was very quick. I feel like we took a longer time with the Pokédex entries last time. But we are, after the first round, we're at 2 points for Caster, 3 for Alcor, and none for Mojo yet, but I'm sure this can be fixed very soon. While
We got this.
yeah, while we move to the second round, I kept the rounds pretty similar with the first episode. I might change the categories at some point along the way, but today we're going with kind of similar things, which means that the second round is Pokemon World and having to know where we are.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Everyone was kind of
Geography.
dreading this when we talked in advance.
I should have studied.
Oh,
Gosh.
it'll be fine. This is actually maybe I don't know if it's easier than the previous one, because this time you only need to know which region we are. The way we are doing
Okay.
it this time is that I'll show you an item, event, or other feature that's unique to a specific Pokemon region, and the first one to know which region we are in gets the point.
To clarify before we get into it, do we need to say the region name, or if I go like, oh, Gen 5, does that count?
I mean, I guess that's just the gen name.
I will try and remember the actual region names, but I'm sorry if like my programming defaults to yelling a number.
I guess
If we
that's
can do that,
fair.
I should be much better at this then.
Well, okay. Maybe I guess the generations are pretty much like synonyms for the region.
No. I will genuinely try and get the region, just
Okay.
in case I flub it.
Okay.
I just
Well,
gotta try and remember them now.
Let's see how this goes. And yeah, the next one. Yes, I have reset the buzzers. Yes, I have. Good, perfect. So, first thing, where is this from? Wonder Launcher.
Oh,
I know what game it's from.
It looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Disc.
What the heck? I've never seen this before.
A Wonder Launcher.
I wanted to find something a little bit more obscure, but yeah, it is.
I'm
yeah,
gonna have a guess.
Okay, Mojo.
I'm gonna guess Kalos?
Nope, not Kalos. Nice try though. How about Caster?
Do we get a mini point if I know what game it might be from?
I mean, it's not just games. It's definitely at least shortly featured in the anime as well. So.
Oh sure, okay, wow. Because I was gonna say like, is this like a Pokemon Tretter like
What?
device?
No. It's from a mainline game.
Oh wow, okay. Then I'm gonna guess Alola and be wrong.
No,
But,
it's not Alola. Okay, Alcor.
Wait, okay, you said mainline, so can I like unbother? I was gonna be like, is it the Pokemon Ranger?
No,
That's not mainline, yeah.
No, that's not the spinner thing. No, okay, I'm gonna reset all of you if you have more guesses. I mean, you're gonna run out of generations eventually.
all
True,
right.
we only have so many
Wonder
ranges.
Launcher.
Or if no one has answers, I can also just. Caster has another guess.
Gunning for it. We're looking at the art style here. I'm gonna go and say it's from Unova.
It is from Unova, yeah.
Ah.
It's the multiplayer battle thing that lets you collect points and use them on items you can use during the battle.
Oh, so what got me? Because the tiny little disc, I was like, oh, I remember when I went to Japan forever ago, the big arcade machine that they played, like, spat out little poker chips with Pokemon.
Oh,
on
yeah,
it,
I have
with,
a bunch of those as
RFIDs
well.
Inside. Yeah, I have some too. It's like, oh, is this from like that obscure arcade game? Is
Oh,
Mario just going for the throat from
Oh,
Jump?
I'm not that mean. I mean, I guess I could be, but no, this is from Unova, and actually, it does feature in at least like in passing in one of the black and white anime episodes as well.
Oh.
But I do understand it's a little bit obscure.
Because now I'm looking at it properly. The HUD you can see on the black screen is like elongated hexagons, which matches the UI in black and white. So
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I was studying them, trying to
true.
remember, but
Oh wow, yeah, that's very specific. I didn't even think of that.
gotta use all the clues.
Well, that's a well-earned point after some struggling to Caster. Nice. Well, maybe the next one is a little bit easier. Maybe. Okay, where are we? If we have Battle Royale?
Oh.
That was Alcor first.
You should be in Alola.
We are indeed in Alola.
Oh.
Yes, 4 trainers battling each other at the same time. We are in Alola.
And that
I remember
mysterious
I
masked
suck at
man,
this.
so handsome. Who is he?
The very, very mysterious. Yes. All right, point for Alcor. Let's
I'm just
see.
proud I knew that one at least. So.
Nice. I mean, sometimes it's a question of speed.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, next one. It was so hard to pick a picture for the next one, but since basically all of these lovely people said that they don't know all that much about the anime, I picked an anime image so it wouldn't be immediately obvious. But it might still be, I don't know. Okay, where are we? If we have trainer PR videos or Pokevision. Caster was... wait,
the
did-
PR.
Yeah, I can't remember if I actually reset the buzzers, but I'm looking at the buzzer system. So that
Yeah,
was
the buzzer
Caster.
chat.
Yes.
The PR videos were in Kalos.
They
They're in
are
X and Y.
indeed in Kalos, and this one is Aria, the Kalos queen. But yeah, it basically they had trainer PR videos in the games, and then that was it was basically the same thing. They just called it Pokevision in the anime. But they are indeed from Kalos, and that's a point for Caster, and this time I will actually reset the buzzers.
Bring
They-
those
I
back.
think
Imo.
if you didn't have the description at the bottom, I think that would have been a lot harder. So
So was it a
Yeah,
contest?
would have.
Ooh,
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, Aria is more like a contest thing, but it was just like all the if I tried googling Pokevision or trainer PR videos, it would immediately show like obviously Gen 6 stuff, so I couldn't just pick anything from
Fair.
there. So I was like, yeah, Aria did some of those as well. I can go with her. I mean, just having the text would be boring. So
Fair.
making these slides takes time.
Chat,
We
you better be
appreciate
clapping.
you.
Marilla's working so hard to entertain y'all. Show your appreciation.
Aw, I am doing my best here.
there's a lot of effort gone in. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. Wait. Did I give you a point for that?
I can't. I'm refusing to look at stream videos, so I cannot see it. Maybe you did.
Maybe I didn't yet. I think
I should
would
be on 4 if I got this one.
Oh, then you are a 4 now. Yes.
Cool,
okay.
cool.
Okay, then they get the point. Good. I am almost on track. Everything's fine. All right. Next one would be. All right. Where are we? If we're at PokeStar Studios. That was Caster first again.
My favorite gen. We are in Unova.
We
Black and White 2
are
specifically.
again in Unova. Yes.
I love these. Speedrunners hate this because they make you do one of them before.
Oh
you
yeah,
can do the
true.
rest of the
You
plot.
have to actually.
Very slow.
But I like the idea is so cool.
Yeah, and I mean the detail they put into it is ridiculous. Like there's some like the different like robot like opponents you have to fight against have like typings that no other Pokemon has, and it's just so weird.
Yeah, and Sabrina returns. You realize that post gym leader, she then becomes an actress. I'm like, yeah, get it, girl.
like where'd that come from? Like no one saw that coming. It's
They should have that a bit more of just continuing the character stories and stuff.
yeah.
I know. I guess it's hard if you're moving regions a lot.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even remember. You have to save here, so you can't replay the game without saving this gen. That's
Oh,
Wow.
interesting. I'm learning stuff too. Oh wow. Well, that is another point for Caster, and there is one more. Yeah, I saved the best for last. Where are we if we are using PDA, Pokemon Digital Assistant?
what's the name of that region?
Oh, Caster's
I don't know
buzzing
either.
in.
We are in the Ore region.
We are in Ore, yes. This is from Colosseum and Pokemon XD.
That game's art style is bonkers. What is this thing?
Uh-huh. Yeah, like this is I had completely forgotten about this one as well. Like it's kind of the Pokédex equivalent, but not quite. Like it keeps track of
I like to
money and
describe it as
emails
dust
and
punk.
all sorts of things. But yeah, also that's the official way to write it. That the star is in the name. Like it's P star DA. Like who came up with this?
Does it stand for? Is it ever explained or?
I don't know. It's just Pokemon Digital Assistant. Like there's no explanation for the
okay,
star.
okay. Okay.
But
Your eyes
yeah.
have to twinkle as you say the name, otherwise it doesn't count.
That makes sense.
You're right.
True.
You're right.
Like sound effects mandatory. All right, yeah, Caster really took this round. Let's add another point. So we are now at 6 points for Caster, 4 for Alcor, and Mojo still waiting for those points. But
I'll get one. I'll get one.
you-
I
you-
promise.
Spreading.
You
I
will,
believe
you
in
will, I'm sure. You will. And yeah, we are moving on to the third round, which is the first kind of special round. I renamed this to Order Up for that Dondozo reference.
Oh my god.
So we are ordering Pokemon again. You'll see 6 Pokemon and you have 1 minute to put them in a specific order. And this is where you also need to send your answers to me when the time is up to kind of lock them in.
Gotcha.
And yeah, but this is also the round where you all have chance for points. Like for every 2 Pokemon you place correctly, you get 1 point. So a fully correct answer is worth 3 points. Does that make sense?
It does.
I need to get my timer ready. All right. So this time we are ordering Pokemon by wait. From lightest to heaviest, we have
Oh boy.
yeah, we have some friends here, and I am starting the timer now. You have 1 minute. We have Snorlax, Wailord, Mudsdale, Duraludon, Crown Shield, Zamazenta, and Eternatus. So
Specifically
have
Crown Shield,
fun
huh?
with that. I may have picked these very much on purpose.
You may have to forgive me for not putting in the correct names.
I mean, if you misspell something, that's fine, as long as they are clear. So, yeah, from lightest to heaviest. And, I mean, these are all... I mean, I wouldn't want to carry any of them around.
I mean, Big Friend is there. I'm sure you would love to give Big Friend a cuddle.
That is true,
This is
though.
true.
It is indeed a very good big friend. Of course, I had to include Wailord in a
Yeah.
category like this. How could I not?
You got to tune into Fluffy Barrage
Alright.
season 4 to see.
And time is up. So
Oh.
please post your answers. That was a very quick 1 minute.
Mhm.
So you have.
I did not finish.
Oh well, you post.
God, I wrote it down rather than let me type it. God. I'm not looking. It's fine.
Okay. Well, we're waiting. If you're very quick. I mean,
I can
Okay.
take a photograph of what I
No.
wrote down if
Oh,
you need the
that's-
proof. But,
no, that's fine. I trust you on this. Okay, so we are let's have a look at the correct
For my
order.
one, just assume I went smallest up.
Mhm.
So let's have a look at these very heavy Pokemon, except that we're actually starting from one that isn't very heavy at all, because the first one on the list, I think I got all of you with this one, is Duraludon. That's
I knew
only
it was light, but I wasn't sure how light.
It's
Dang.
only 40 kilograms because the name is reference to Duralumen. That's like a very light aluminum copper alloy. It's just an alloy that's very light. So that also kind of, it looks like it should be way heavier, but it's not. Which that was the last addition to the list, and I was very proud of it because I was like, are there Pokemon that just look heavy but are not?
The wonders of modern metallurgy.
Then the next one is, of course, our friend Wailord. That is less dense than air, and there's some excellent actual like university research. I think it was like University of Leicester or something. There's like a research paper that demonstrates how many water Pokemon Wailord would have to eat to even like be heavy enough to stay underwater. Like it's ridiculous. I love this whale.
I wonder if there are like tiny plankton Pokemon that we can't see.
Maybe.
That'd be cute.
But yeah, Wailord is just short of 400 kilograms. So
Still heavier than I was expecting, actually. I was expecting a much lower number than that, considering.
yeah, it's just massive. So it's still very airy.
Might be big, but he's a bit empty. So.
Then just a little bit heavier than that, we have Snorlax at 460 kilograms. Next up, Crown Shield Zamazenta, and very specifically Crown Shield, that's 785 kilograms. The normal form, Hero of Many Battles Zamazenta, is only like 210 kilograms, which means that the whole shield setup weighs over 500 kilograms. That's a pretty heavy shield. I don't know.
That's an item.
I don't know how
That's
that
an item
makes
we can
sense.
just pick up.
Yeah, exactly. Another funny thing about items, actually, when I was researching this, I checked that Calyrex is, I mean, it's pretty light, but when it's added to Spectrier or Glastrier, it becomes like several hundred kilograms. But in the reins and the cape are the exact same weight in both combinations, and they were like 1.4 kilograms or something. Like they counted, they were very specific that when they merge, the added weight is the same regardless of the horse. And I was
Somebody's done like a grass knot damage calculation, factoring in the weight of those reins.
Possibly. But yeah, that was just like, because usually Pokemon physics don't make any sense, but at that point, someone actually thought things through. Well, anyway, moving on. Next up, we have Mudsdale with 920 kilograms. And I was so confused about this one until I actually checked what Clydesdale horses weigh, and they can actually be like almost 1,000 kilograms.
Oh, wow.
Which is a pretty heavy horse.
Yes, he's ground type, so.
Yeah, but like still, like I have no idea about how heavy animals actually are, but I guess horses are pretty heavy.
Yeah, horses are huge, weirdly enough. I mean, I'm only 2,000 pixels tall, but I've seen a horse in real life before, and I'm like, oh wow, it is actually really tall.
It's a lot of muscle, I imagine.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, this one was like actually based on reality, which is what I was really surprised about. And then the heaviest is Eternatus with 950 kilograms. Which
So
is actually not even the heaviest Pokemon.
Oh, is that Cosmo M?
Yes, and one other. There's two Pokemon that share.
Cosmog?
No.
Was not Cosmog. Ooh.
I want to say Melmetal?
No.
Celesteela?
Yeah, Celesteela.
Yeah.
Celesteela and Cosmoem are both 999 kilograms. But well, I mean, now that we're in the trivia section, there's actually a couple of things that are even heavier, but they require a little bit of tricks. Which would be Copperajah with heavy metal. That ends up being like 1,000. I think it was like 1,300 or something like a lot. And Missing No, who for some reason has a set weight that was like 1,500 or something in that vein, like a lot. So yeah, those kind of, I didn't want to add those because those are kind of like they need extra stuff. I'm missing. It would be really funny to add Missing No to this list though, but I felt like I need to go with it.
That would have got me so bad.
Yeah,
this is a good arrangement. I was like, I know Duraludon is light, but I had no idea it was that light. Impressive.
Not now. Okay, let's see if anyone actually got any points from this. Okay, so Alcor said Wailord, Duraludon, Zamazenta, Snorlax, Eternatus, and Mudsdale. I don't think there's any Pokemon in the right places. No.
I swapped every two.
No, you were close though. Then Mojo has Wailord, Zamazenta, Snorlax in actual right place, Eternatus, and then nothing else. So that's like half a point. And then Caster has Wailord, Duraludon, Mudsdale, Zamazenta. Wait, Zamazenta's in the right place, and Snorlax and Eternatus. So that's like half a point. I guess both. This was hard though, so I guess Mojo and Caster have both earned one point. I think that's.
I can go to bed happy tonight.
There we go. That's 1 point for both of you because that was honestly hard.
Yeah, good question.
I mean, obviously you have to have Wailord and Snorlax, but then figuring out what other Pokemon would be fun to have on this list.
Isn't there that the Star legendary that is surprisingly heavy from Alola?
Yeah, that's Cosmo M.
Yeah,
because it's supposed to be
and the other two.
yeah, Cosmo M is alongside Celesteela one of the heaviest Pokemon.
See the little black hole?
Exactly, and they just carry it around happily. I mean, I guess it kind of floats, but still, I'm pretty sure they actually carry it around at some point.
Those bag straps are made of strong
It's
stuff.
just sitting around there like, by the grace of God, your arms have not snapped. I have taken kindness upon you.
They're just powerful kids, it's fine.
Yeah. They don't care about laws of physics. Anyway, the current score, we have Caster with 7 points, Alcor with 4, and Mojo with 1. So all the points, the counters have now been opened. Good job. And we move on to anyone's game. Yes, exactly. So we move on to the fun thing, namely, I'm actually
Oh.
So like I explained in the first episode, my biggest inspiration for this show is Actually, which is a trivia game produced by College Humor. There's plenty of episodes on YouTube. I think this also published somewhere else, but the entire premise is having to correct statements about different geeky topics. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, wouldn't it be fun to do the same thing about Pokemon? And then it just kind of expanded to this whole thing. But I feel like I still need to, at least in some episodes, have an Actually section. So the way this works is that I'll read you a statement, and there is something wrong with that statement, and you have to buzz in and tell me what's the wrong part and how to correct it. You don't need to say Actually, but you can. And I mean, you can once again buzz in as soon as I start reading. So if you feel like you can interrupt me. All right, the buzzers have been reset. So, question 1. Many Pokemon have more than one type, and dual-type Pokemon have been around since the very first Pokemon games. Starter Pokemon, however, have followed the same pattern throughout the years. In the mainland games, the player can choose between a Grass type, a Fire type, and a Water type, though they often get a second type as they evolve. And Alcor has buzzed in.
In Gen 1, Bulbasaur already is grass poison to start, which means, technically it's like a grass, fire, and water, but it didn't gain a second type as it evolved. It's always been that second type.
Ding, ding, ding. Exactly. Actually, it's not even the only one, but in this case, getting one of those two is enough. Yes, we have had dual-type starters since the first generation. The other one would be Rowlet, being grass-flying.
Yes.
The baby.
Little owl.
Yes.
Out of curiosity, is Rowlet like the only starter that changes its dual typing over time? Because it's eventually Grass Ghost, right?
Ooh, I can't think of any others off the top of my head, at least.
I think it is the only one that changes, yeah.
Yeah, probably, because some Pokemon do gain the second type in their stage 1 already, but I don't think anyone changes after that. Or
Maybe some of the
any.
alternative final evolutions might do it.
Oh, like the
maybe.
Hisuians and stuff.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, but I can't think of any. But good catch. That is a point for Alcor for recognizing our good little grass friends being the second type. All right, moving on to the next question. Pokemon video games have many attacks related to punching, such as Fire Punch, Bullet Punch, Sucker Punch, Hammer Arm, and Sky Uppercut. In Generation 4, they introduced an ability called Iron Fist that boosts the power of all these attacks by 20%. And Caster is the first to buzz in.
Okay, this is a guess. Hammer Arm doesn't proc like the punch boost.
No, it is a punch attack. It does get the boost.
Oh, I'm thinking of Wood Hammer. I'm smart.
Aw, well, nice
it's
try
all
though. It could have been. It could have been. How about Alcor?
Was it Gen 5 instead?
No, it is Gen 4. No, good guess though. Does Mojo have anything, or should I reset the buzzers in case more good guesses?
Does it also affect the other elemental punches other than just fire?
Oh, these are like examples of. There's also many other punching attacks that Iron Fist also affects. But
that was my rough guess.
Few examples. Yeah. Okay. Well, any other? Does someone want to buzz in again?
Take a second crack at it.
Caster.
Again, because I have a feeling this is the bit, but I've got the wrong one. Sometimes attack names don't actually mean what they mean in Japanese versus English. Is Sucker Punch not a punch?
Yes, Sucker Punch is
it's
not a punch.
It's like Blade Test, right?
Okay, so yeah, Sucker Punch means a cheap, unexpected blow, and it can be figurative, and it's not actually a punching attack. I can't remember what the Japanese name is, but it can be used by Pokemon with no arms, and it doesn't get the Iron Fist boost.
So, it might not be Sucker Punch, but there is a specific... I think it might be a dark move, not... Sucker Punch is it Ghost or Dark? Hold on.
It's dark.
Okay, cool. Because there is a move that in Japanese its name is Blade Test, specifically because it's supposed to refer to like evil samurai who tested the
Oh.
sharpness of their swords by waiting like along path roads and just jumping people to cut them in two to check how sharp their blade is. So
It's a
that
bit
might
rude,
be Sucker
to be
Punch.
honest.
Somebody who's not playing, open up Bubblepedia and see if I'm right. But
Apparently, Sucker Punch in Japanese is Fuyuchi, surprise attack. So,
Okay,
so
okay.
that makes sense. That makes sense, and it does not get the punching boost.
Mm.
Nice. That's another point for Caster. I just this was one of the things I really wanted to put in at some point because it's just it's a little bit sneaky. I like it.
Oh, good question. Hell yeah.
It's a good thing.
Okay, moving on to question number 3. In the anime episode, this is an anime question, be prepared. In the anime episode, Go West Young Meow, our heroes are in Hollywood, and we also see many flashbacks to Meow's past. Oh wow, Alcor has already buzzed in. Okay, go ahead.
Well, my guess is, don't all meows walk on 2 legs?
Wait, no, they don't.
They don't?
They don't. Normal meows walk on 4 legs. But wait, did Caster? Oh, Caster also had a...
So, Meowth learned to speak English, or speak human. I don't know whether the become human here is the point of the contention here or not.
No. It's
Okay.
I mean, of course, like Meow didn't actually become human, but I'm pretty sure that's kind of the wording, or at least the intention, like becoming. More human.
Sure. To become more human-like.
More
I understand.
human-like.
My bad. I rescind my buzzing in.
No, nice try though. All right, I'll read the question again and try to finish it. Let's see. In the anime episode, Go West Young Meow, our heroes are in Hollywood, and we also see many flashbacks to Meow's past. Meow visited Hollywood when he was younger and fell in love with a rich lady's pet meow called Meowsy, who rejected him because he was poor. So Meow decided to become human to impress Meowsy, and with the help of Jessie and James, learned to talk and walk on 2 legs. No more guesses as to what... Oh, Caster has an idea.
I don't know if I'm allowed to buzz in twice in a row.
Yeah. I reset all the
Okay.
buzzers. It's fine.
So I guess it's probably not Hollywood, right? It's gonna be.
It is
an
actually
actual-
Hollywood. They just
Oh my
put
God.
Hollywood in Kanto, and no one comments on it in any way. It is actually called Hollywood.
Because I was being like, it's actually Cianwood in like Johto. or
No,
something.
it's ridiculous, but it's
Dang.
actually Hollywood. Alcor.
Season 1 of the anime is wild.
My guess is that meows learned to like walk and talk and walk on 2 legs before meeting Jessie and James.
Yes, that's what we are
Okay.
going for.
Oh.
Exactly. The flashbacks happen before Meow joins Team Rocket, so Jessie and James have nothing to do with it. Actually, I think in the end, because Meowsy rejects Meow again, he decides to become like the richest, and she just calls him a freak, and she was like, you're not good enough for me. And Meow goes like, okay, then I'm gonna be the richest freak ever, and joins Team Rocket for that reason. But he hasn't met Jessie and James at that point yet.
I adore this screenshot.
Cute.
Just the entire history of like children's cartoons being like, how do we let the 8-year-olds know that this character is a girl? And someone's like, I don't know, put a bow on it. And they had to lean so hard in the paint, they put 2 on her. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's another point for Alcor for knowing that Jessie and James have nothing to do with this, and Meow meets them later. We can move on to question 4. That is, I guess I wanted to add. Apparently, I wanted to add a Game Freak question again. This time it is.
Ooh.
Game Freak, the developer of the mainline video games, got its start as a handwritten game magazine. Nowadays, Game Freak owns the Pokémon Company together with Nintendo and has also developed many non-Pokémon games such as Harmonite and Little Town Hero. This is once again a little bit nitpicky, but let's see. Oh, Mojo has busted in.
Maybe this is true. I hope. It wasn't a games magazine. It was game guides.
I mean, okay, That's not what I'm going for here. I think it does
Okay.
count as a game magazine, but yes, it did have like tips and guides for the games, but
That makes sense.
that's not what we're going for here. Nice try though. Any other?
Oh man. Let's guess.
Okay, Caster.
So I don't know if I'd be able to correct it but is like the Pokemon Company its like own entity and isn't like a shared ownership with Nintendo? Is that?
No, it is owned by other companies. Yeah, it's not a.
Okay.
Yeah. And I feel like I'm gonna reset the buzzers because I feel like I just gave you a hint. Alcor?
Do they not have any non-Pokemon games?
Oh, they do. Oh, Game Freak has several.
Okay.
Like there was a whole era. That's why we don't have Pokemon Z, I think, because that was the era where they were putting a lot of effort into trying to make games that would be better than Pokemon, but they just never succeeded.
Alcor, have you not heard of Tembo, the badass elephant? Genuinely a game they
I have
released.
not.
Yeah, they made a lot of things that just never took off, unfortunately.
I've never played Drill Dozer, but apparently it's very good.
Oh, Mojo has busted.
I have another. Is it that they didn't develop them, they published them?
Oh, they do develop them as well. Yes,
Okay,
so
okay.
that's not either, but good guess. I am starting to feel like we're not gonna get
Okay,
this right.
one
but-
last guess, and then I'm gonna
Oh,
vanish into the
okay,
ether.
one more guess from Caster.
So we've got a nowadays, but Game Freak was developing games before Pokemon because they released Pulseman for the Genesis / Mega Drive.
I mean, also true, but that's not. I don't think it contradicts with what I'm saying.
Fair enough. I am out of ideas.
Nice try. Okay, but I think it's no points for this one. The correct answer is that it's not just Game Freak and Nintendo who own the Pokemon Company. There's also a third, Creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah, these three companies own the Pokemon Company together. Creatures is responsible for developing, for example, the trading card game, toys, and many spin-off video games.
So the physical stuff.
But it is, it is definitely the least known and kind of the most invisible out of the three, so it's easy to forget that it exists. But yeah, these three companies are the owners of the Pokemon Company. But yeah, I knew this was a little bit nitpicky, so.
No, that's cool. I wonder if whenever somebody posts on Twitter and blames Game Freak for something that Creatures did, and Creatures is like, oh, we got away with it.
Oh,
that might happen sometimes. That might happen sometimes. Okay. Well, we have one last actually question. Let's see how this goes. Question number 5. In Generation 1, there were 25 Pokemon that didn't evolve at all. Since then, every single one has received either an evolution, pre-evolution, mega evolution, regional variant, or a Gigantamax form, with the only exception being Mew. And Caster has busted.
Jinx doesn't have one.
Pre-evolution. Smoochum
Oh,
exists?
yes, Smoochum.
Yeah.
I cannot believe they revisited that design at all at any point.
they haven't since.
No, but nice try. Alcor was next.
No, actually, I take mine back. I just remembered that, like, Lapras got a G-Max.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, Lapras did get a G-Mag.
Oh, wait, no.
Well,
it's
okay.
Ditto, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it is Ditto. There
Hey,
we go.
good.
Okay, I was
Yeah,
just
you did
resetting
it.
the buzzers, but I guess that counts. Okay, you
Sorry.
got it. It
No.
is Ditto.
Ah.
What do you mean they didn't do Mega Ditto?
They should do a Mega Ditto.
That would be
It evolves
amazing.
into your Pokemon.
I
that
don't
you
know.
train.
Yeah, I don't know what that would look like. But yeah, Mew and Ditto are the only exceptions. I've had this question in my notes for forever, actually. And originally, can you guess what was, or do you know what was the last Pokemon before these two?
Tauros?
Yes, exactly. And yeah, the original question was like, except Mew and Ditto, and then the correct answer would have been Tauros. And then Gen 9 came out and ruined my question by giving Tauros the regional variants.
I was gonna say Tauros, and I was like, oh wait. Not until recently.
Yeah, for a long time, Tauros was the last one, but that has now been fixed, and it's only Mew and Ditto that probably won't be getting anything for obvious reasons.
Fair enough. Although I am now racking my brain to think about what you could at all do to a Ditto to change it in any way.
Yeah, it's kind of the whole point that it doesn't. Yeah. But
It
well, that's
forces their
a.
Pokemon to turn into a Ditto.
But that's another point for Alcor. Nice, you got it. You were good at this section. This is always where I worry. Like, oh, these too difficult. Am I being too nitpicky? But you got 4 out of 5. That's really impressive. So we are now at 8 points for Caster, 7 for Alcor, and 1 for Mojo. So
It's
Good
better
job.
than none.
very good, very good. And do you remember what the next round is? It is Find the Similarities. So you'll be shown several images and you need to figure out what they have in common. I think this time they're all Pokemon. So you'll see 6 Pokemon at a time and they have something in common. Get your buzzers ready. So the first bunch of Pokemon is here. We have Raichu, Magmar, Sudowoodo, Chimecho, Lucario, and Toxtricity. What do they have in common? Alcor has buzzed in first.
Kind of a guess because I'm not sure about Toxel, but is it that they all have a baby form? 'Cause
They
I don't
do
know.
all have a baby
Okay.
form. Toxel is a baby. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I was kind of surprised that I'd forgotten Toxel is a baby as well, but then when I started looking for Pokemon with baby forms, it was on the list. Like, oh, okay. It doesn't feel like
Yeah,
it.
I never thought of it as a baby.
As a
I mean,
common
it looks-
sense thing, the babies can't make eggs in the game, and so when I was trying to kind of make a competitive Toxtricity, I was like, oh, I have to level it up to level 30 before I can actually start going through the Pokemon breeder process. This is annoying. So yeah, no, counts as a baby mechanically too.
Yeah, so yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they all have a baby form that cannot breed, but the evolutions can. Which is apparently, I wasn't even sure what the exact definition of baby Pokemon is, but that's apparently it. So yeah, they all have baby forms. So another point for Alcor for catching that.
Oh, we're tied. Oh no.
Oh no, yeah, now you're both at 8 points. Alright, the next bunch of Pokemon is here. We have Drowsy, Mawile, Shiftry, Frostlass, Sneasel, and Dunsparce, and Caster has immediately busted in.
They're all based on yokai.
Yes, they are all based on Japanese folklore. Drowsy is based on Baku, Mawile is based on Futakuchi Onna, Shiftry is based on Tengu, Frostlass is based on Yuki Onna, Sneasel is based on Kamaitachi, and Dunsparce is based on Tsuchinoko. So they are all yokai.
Everyone loves
Nice.
Cool.
That was quick.
I love the Pokemon designs that are based on like world mythology are like some of my favorites.
I mean, they are very cool. I think Drowsy's Pokédex entries even say like that it's descended from Baku or something. Like there's like canon connection to Baku. So yeah. Yeah, I guess Sneasel might be slightly less known. Kamaitachi is not like that.
The sickle weasel.
Yeah, literally sickle weasel. But yeah, many of those are kind of like if you know what the yokai are, you can kind of see the resemblance.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I found out while looking into these that apparently Tsuchinoko is said to be able to jump while it's already in the air, like can jump and then like air jump, which I guess explains Dunsparce's tiny wings.
There is one Pokemon that has learned how to double jump, and it is Dunsparce.
I can't remember if Dunsparce can actually do that. Maybe it's just Tsuchinoko, but yeah, that's a Caster takes the lead again. That was very quick catch. Excellent. Okay, next up we have another bunch of 6 Pokemon that is Pyroar, Heliolisk, Alolan Raticate, Smoliv, Ursaluna, and Graphite. What do they have in common? One's thinking very hard. It's quite simple as soon as you realize it, but I'm surprised that this is the one that stumped everyone. Should I give you a hint? I mean, if I give you a hint, you'll immediately get it, though. It is.
Oh no!
It is pretty simple as soon as I say anything. Okay, Caster has buzzed in.
Do these all have a normal subtype?
They do. They are all half normal types.
I didn't know that Smoliv was grass normal. But
Yeah,
I
it
remembered
is.
Heliolisk being electric normal. I was like, thinking emoji.
Yeah, they are all half normal, which
makes
is
sense.
which feels a little bit weird for some of them. I also considered having like primary normal types because there's some very weird ones in there as well. Like I didn't remember Meloetta is normal slash go fighting. Like how does that make any sense? Why would you do that?
Just to stuff ghost types, I'm sure.
Yeah, like there's some really weird half normal types, so I wanted to add some of the less obvious ones. Like why would you why would you need to add half normal typing to anything?
It is just a lion.
Exactly, yeah. It's just a bear. And so on. But yeah, that's a point for Caster. And we move on to the next set. That is Baltoy, Castform, Magiana, Porygon 2, Silverly, and Golett. I may have butchered some of the pronunciations, but oh well. And Caster,
like I should know this.
Caster is buzzing in again.
I was gonna say they're all part of like the inorganic egg group or whatever, but McGinna probably can't be in an egg group, right? So I'm wrong. Never mind. I recuse myself.
Oh, okay. I mean that was pretty good, Alcor.
Are they all genderless Pokemon?
Actually, right now I'm not sure. They might be.
I'm not sure about cast form.
Now I'm honestly not sure. That was not what I was going for.
Oh, okay.
If it was, now I need to check. No, Castform does have gender.
Okay.
I mean, you could have been right. Who knows? But yeah, they at least some of them do have a gender. But I have to. Okay, I'm gonna read the buzzers, but I have to say, Caster was pretty close in a way.
Okay.
Like you have the right idea. That was
Oh,
quite-
right.
Oh,
gosh.
Wait, Alcor is busting again? Yes. Okay.
Are they all man-made Pokemon?
Yes, they are.
Yes.
There's the
Okay.
thing. Caster was very close. They are all created by humans in some way. That was, yeah, I don't remember about their egg groups, but they are created by humans. They are Baltoy and Claydol were originally clay figures created by ancient people. Castform was created by scientists at the Weather Institute in Hoenn to help predict the weather. Magiana was created by a scientist over 500 years ago. Porygon was created in an experiment by the Cinnabar Lab and later got upgrades. Type Null and by extension Silverly were created by the Aether Foundation as part of its Beast Killer project, and Golett and Golurk were apparently created by an ancient civilization to protect people and Pokemon alike. Whew, that was a long list, but I wanted to go through all of them. Yeah, these are all artificially created on purpose. I mean, there's plenty of artificially created Pokemon, but these are also like created on purpose by humans.
Which, considering Castform are just generally like findable in the wild, imagine creating a synthetic thing and then just like, and we're just gonna make it an invasive species. We're just gonna let people catch hundreds of them now.
Yeah, like what could possibly go wrong?
Well, they were breeding them and, breed checks, so
No.
release them.
Someone was shiny hunting.
Oh yeah. But yeah, it's pretty wild, and there's a longer list if you include things that have been just like been influenced by humans, like Voltorb and I don't know. I think Muck and Grime and
Trubbish and so on.
Yeah. All of those. It would have been an even longer list, but I wanted to go even more specific. I like specifically, purposefully created Pokemon, which is actually like a wild thing that you can create Pokemon. Like, how does that even work? Like, at what point does like a mechanical contraption start counting as Pokemon? Like, how does that
when
work?
You can get Pokeblocks. Put enough poffins into your computer, and it will become a Pokemon.
Oh, yeah, but that's the point for Alcor again.
Does Bronzor also fall into this category? I feel like it does, right?
I can't remember if that might have been one of the not purposeful ones, but I think it might be
okay.
that. I can't remember if that's on this list, but there's a good list of Wikipedia. Unsurprisingly.
That's cool.
And yeah, we have one more similarity question. One last set of 6 Pokemon, and they are Kingler, Bayleaf, Torkoal, Gliscor, Buizel, and Dragonite. Any guesses? This may be a little bit of a mean one for this particular set of contestants. I don't know if that's a hint in itself. Caster?
Are these all Pokemon that Ash has owned at some point?
Exactly, they are.
Oh my gosh!
Ash's Pokemon.
Yes!
There we go. You got it. Yeah, I was like, am I gonna add another anime question for this?
There is
group of
no
people?
way this nerd caught a Dragonite. It's like, oh no, he did apparently. All right.
Yeah, that was very late. Like that's one of the I think that's the last team he had pretty much. Like, cause
his championship.
Yeah, his Galar team is weird. Like, really weird. It doesn't feel like he should have most of those Pokemon. Like, why doesn't he catch something from the actual region? But no.
My first guess before I was gonna hit a button, you have your first thought and then throw it away because it's silly. I was like, oh, like each of these has managed to kind of make its way into a VGC. It's like, no, Bayleaf has never made its way into any competitive thing ever. Are you kidding? A different thing.
Also, that might not be a question I would know about.
Fair. Oh, I'm surprised I got that right. That was a big guess.
It was a very good guess. Have a point for that. Excellent. They are all Pokemon that have been in Ash's team at some point. And yeah, that concludes this section. How are we doing with points? Caster with 11 points, Alcor with 9, and Mojo with 1.
Oh.
All right.
I'll get there. We're playing golf, right?
Well, there's still the bonus round left, and we are doing something weird again. Let's see if I manage to explain this one to you, because I feel like it's a little bit tricky what I want us to do. So, we are going to be talking about Pokemon type combination. So, there are 5 types, electric, flying, water, psychic, and dark, that have been paired with every other type. And in this round, we're going to take turns naming a Pokemon with one of those type combinations. So like if we started with water type, the first person could name, say, water and grass type, and next one could pick water and flying, and you have to pick like one of the ones that hasn't been said yet, and we'll try to get through all the different combinations. And if you can't think of a Pokemon, you're out. And if you actually manage to name all combinations together, we'll just move on to a different type. And the last person standing gets 3 points.
Fiendish.
Did
So
that
we're naming a
five types
combination.
you
did that make sense? Like
So we're naming a combination that does exist.
because
Okay.
those
okay.
all those types that I listed have combinations with each other type, and we're trying to find one Pokemon for each combination.
So if we were, for example, doing a separate thing, so like if we were going through all the grass types, for example, and I named Whimsicott as the grass fairy, and that would be on the list because we've not named a grass fairy yet, and you'd go through the list.
So that's kind of like that checks off the grass fairy, and then no one else could name that grass fairy Pokemon, and we'll try to find one Pokemon for each type. Since it's gonna be really hard to keep track of those, I'll try to do that. But if you accidentally I mean, you can ask if some combinations already been named, because keeping track of those would be very difficult. So it's just that try to find one fairly quickly. I don't have a timer for this, but if it takes too long, then that also means you're out. Okay. Someone in the chat say one of those types. So electric, flying, water, psychic, and dark are types that have been paired with other types. So one of those. Which one are we starting with? Okay, water. Water was the first. Thank you.
Oh.
So water type it is, and we are starting from the left again. So Caster, Alcor, Mojo, and then back to Caster. So yeah, take a combination.
We are gonna start with Jellicent.
Jellicent. There we go. So water goes.
Bibarel.
Oh, nice. Okay, Bibarel, nice. Water, normal. Oh, also, yeah, it doesn't matter if it's the first or primary or secondary type.
Yeah.
Okay. Lapras, get that one out of the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Volcanion.
Oh, nice.
Poliwrath.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to write these down and I can't keep track of them because I also need to write the types down to see
I'm
which ones
tracking
have
it too.
been taken. But okay, there we go. So we've done Ghost, Normal, Ice, Fire, and Fighting. Just to keep you.
You're up, Mojo.
Speed.
I'm hoping the name is right. Empoleon.
Yeah,
Yep.
true. What
Is that the correct
name?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Chincho.
Chincho, yes.
Primarina.
Mm-hmm. Good. In that area out of the way.
I can't think. I'm lost.
So we're now done. We've done Ghost, Normal, Ice, Fire, Fighting, Steel, Electric, and Fairy. So there's still plenty of combinations left.
I can name one, but I don't know the name.
That doesn't really help, does it?
Okay.
So you can describe them on, but you don't know the name it is.
Yeah, if that counts.
I guess we should know the actual names. I'm gonna.
Yeah, that.
I've been too lenient in some of the.
Let's go.
So yeah, let's see. We still have Dark Dragon, Bug.
Oh, don't name them.
Dark.
Gosh.
Oh, am I helping too much by naming the remaining? I mean, I've been naming the types we've
What we've
already
done so
had.
far, true.
But if we can't think of anything, then we can just.
Go on, Mojo, take the swing.
Squirtle, that's pure water.
That is pure water. Okay, I guess that means Mojo's out. We'll continue with Caster and Alcor.
Fair enough. Palkia.
Palkia. Oh, nice. Yeah. Water Dragon.
We didn't do grass yet, do we?
No, we haven't.
Ludicolo.
Nice. Yes.
Bruxish.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a.
We didn't
I'm not
do
playing.
flying either.
Yeah.
Gyarados.
Yep. A very weird one, but it is flying.
Quagsire.
You're good at this.
Ammonite.
Nah.
Oh.
Okay.
Now we're starting to run out.
Oh, Carvana.
Oh, true. Yes, good. How many do we have? Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We have 2 left, I think.
2 left? Okay, Tentacruel.
Oh, very good. So I have to get this last one. I do not know. I've not been keeping track of what we don't have selected.
I mean, I guess I don't think remembering types needs to be part of the problem. So so far we've had Ghost, Normal, Ice, Fire, Fighting, Steel, Electric, Fairy, Dragon, Grass, Psychic, Flying, Ground, Rock, Dark, and Poison.
Oh, Bug, right. Masquerain.
There we go. We got all of them.
Sorry,
what's this
that took
too
me a
easy?
second to remember what I was missing.
Excellent. Which means that
All
we
right,
can
let's
move
go
on-
again. This is fun.
Yeah, I mean, okay, the next one suggested by the chat was dark, so let's do another one, and I mean, just to make it a little bit more difficult, no naming the same combination that was named before.
Mm-hmm. Would this be for Alcor then?
Oh wait, me not. Oh, I think. Yeah. Oh, true.
Type is
True.
Masquerain.
Guess what? That was. I didn't even question it. That would have. That I didn't even question it. Masquerain is bug and flying.
Oh no! So I got it wrong. It would have been
Thurskin.
Glisopod. Fuck.
Yeah, or like
I
Thurskin.
lose.
Thinking
I
of
lose. I'll
rock
put my
with it.
hands up.
Oh my
I
god!
lose that.
Thank you. This is what I have a chat for. I didn't even question it. I was just like, yeah, that's fine.
No,
oh my
no.
God.
That's very fair. That's very fair.
Always
I
right.
thought of Glisopod earlier, and then it left my head when I was like,
No.
oh, it's fine. GG, Alcor. GG.
no,
I
that's
put my
me.
hands up and say I got that one wrong. It's
Oh
yours.
no!
I didn't question it either, so.
Good catch. Thank you. This is what we have an audience for. Excellent.
Ah,
Minus
that was
points for
fun.
me as
Can we
well for
can we
missing
do a
it.
second round anyway? Because that was really fun.
I guess we can have an after party again, but that does mean that Alcor gets 3 points and
Does that put you
becomes
ahead?
the winner of the second episode of
Oh my
Celadon
gosh.
Challenge.
Ooh.
There we go.
By how many? Hold on. By 1 point. Ah! Oh no.
Aw,
GG.
It was a
GG.
race.
there we
GG indeed.
go.
It was fun.
Yay, congratulations. Amazing. Oh, that was wild. So in the end we did end up with Mojo with the 1 point. You got the point.
I got one.
You got the
I got one.
point. That's what matters. Caster with 11 and Alcor barely taking the lead with 12 points. Oh wow, that was dramatic.
And it all hinged on one
It
of the
was.
worst bugs in the game. Goodness.
Aw.
Masquerain so pretty. What do you mean?
That's how it goes sometimes. Oh gosh.
No, that was excellent. I had a lot of fun with that. Thank you so much for having us on. This was great.
Thank you
Yeah,
so
thank you.
much. And
Very well planned.
congratulations. There we go. That was the second episode, and we'll be back in a month. Yay.
Mm.